Millbrook, Australasia's premier golf resort and co-host of the New Zealand Open, staged another tournament recently, propelling Kiwi golfers onto the world stage. Kiwi qualifiers converged on Queenstown recently with the hope of flying the New Zealand flag in Thailand. The BMW Golf Cup International is a worldwide tournament featuring more than 150 players who travel from all parts of the globe to Phuket in Thailand this year. Now, how do you get to the world final? Well, a series of local tournaments are played, leading to the New Zealand final, which this year saw 45 players take on each other and the elements at Millbrook in Queenstown. The New Zealand event is a stepping stone to a global finale. Over 100,000 golfers from 50 countries contest what's recognised as the world's biggest amateur golf series.
We have the BMW Golf Cup International, which is an amateur event. And what we do there is we use all of our 9 dealerships around New Zealand. So they bring their golfers to the course. We then always pick the winners, and at the end of the day, we will have a winning team that represents New Zealand on an international level. And we had a New Zealand team representing us in South Africa. From, I believe it was more than 45 countries that were represented. New Zealand came in 12th, so that was actually really good for us, yeah.
Up for grabs at Millbrook were 3 places in the New Zealand team to contest the 2014 BMW International Golf Cup final in Phuket. These enthusiasts having to battle each other and the alpine conditions.
She's pretty tough out there. It's not one of my better days, I have to tell you. Putting difficult, wind's very strong, cold.
My days actually probably hitting the fairways a little bit more often in the second 9 than I did in the first 9, but into the wind particularly.
After this hole we get to go with the wind, so that should be easier, I hope. I'm praying.
I know she got the orange glasses on, which makes everything glow, doesn't it?
It's more to stop my eyes watering for the cold.
There were some novel ways of brightening up a wintry day in Arrowtown.
I know the conditions and I'm actually a Millbrook member, so I should be able to play this reasonably well, but the conditions are really tough.
So you'd be used to these sort of semi-alpine conditions?
Oh, we have very benign conditions in Taupo. This is tough.
Course has been great. It's been magnificent. So the score's not looking great, but enjoying the occasion anyway.
Following 2 tough days of competition in trying conditions at Millbrook, golfers got to warm up and hear from one of New Zealand's top professionals and fellow car enthusiast, Mike Hendry. Then time to find out who would represent New Zealand in Phuket. From Jerry Clayton BMW in Auckland, Linda Nightingale. From Jeff Gray BMW in Wellington, Jim Canning. From Jeff Gray Christchurch, Noel Chambers. Typically tropical conditions greeted the Kiwi trio in Thailand, who flew the New Zealand flag proudly. New Zealand finished in a best ever 2nd place, 1 ahead of Australia and just behind back-to-back champions South Africa.